Flowers without rain and a man without pain never grows. That isn't just a quote. It's one of the most uncomfortable truths you'll ever hear. Because over the next few minutes, you're going to discover why the people who seem the strongest, the smartest, and the most successful almost always have one thing in common. They suffered first. And if you're struggling right now, if life feels unfair, if you've been rejected, if you're failing, good. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand why that pain might actually be your biggest advantage. But here's the question. If pain creates greatness, why do most people stay average after suffering? The answer changes everything. Let's start with something nobody likes talking about: loneliness. Almost everyone experiences it. Some lose friends, some lose relationships, some feel completely invisible. And here's the scary part. Most people think loneliness means they're losing in life. But what if loneliness isn't punishment? What if it's preparation? Every person who changed history spent time alone, because growth is noisy on the outside, but silent on the inside. Think about it. A seed doesn't become a tree surrounded by applause. It grows underground where nobody claps. Funny how everyone wants the main character life until the movie enters the depressing montage. No gym montage, no glow up, just existential crisis. Then comes failure. Failure doesn't mean you're incapable. It means reality just gave you feedback. Imagine learning to ride a bike. Would you quit after the first fall? Of course not. Yet adults do exactly that with careers, business, dreams, even love, because failure hurts the ego more than the body. And that's exactly why it teaches so much. But failure isn't even the hardest part. There's something worse. Rejection. The job says no. The person you loved walks away. The opportunity disappears. It feels personal. But rejection isn't always saying you're not enough. Sometimes it's saying not here. Imagine if every closed door actually protected you from the wrong room. Still hurts though. I'm not pretending it doesn't. But pain has a strange habit. It reveals who you really are, which brings us to motivation. Everyone waits for motivation. Successful people don't, because motivation is like phone battery. Amazing until it dies at 3 p.m. Discipline. That's the power bank. You don't wake up motivated every morning. You wake up and choose again and again and again. That's why discipline quietly beats motivation every single time, which leads to the biggest misunderstanding about success. People think success requires talent. Sometimes, but more often, it requires sacrifice. Every yes to your future requires saying no to something today. Netflix, scrolling, comfort, excuses. Pain is the price. Success is the receipt. But here's the twist. What if avoiding pain is actually creating more pain? Comfort feels safe until years pass, and suddenly you're living a life you never wanted. Comfort doesn't destroy you overnight. It whispers, you can start tomorrow, every single day. Growth only begins where comfort ends. Now think about bamboo. For years, almost nothing appears above the ground. People think nothing is happening. Then suddenly, it shoots upward at an unbelievable speed. Did it grow overnight? No. It spent years building roots no one could see. Your life works the same way. The promotions, the business, the confidence, the transformation, they don't happen instantly. They happen after invisible preparation. Patience isn't waiting, it's working while waiting. Here's the real question. Who are you becoming during the wait? Because identity changes everything. If you keep telling yourself, I'm unlucky, I'm insecure, I'm not good enough, your brain searches for proof. But the moment you become someone who says, I solve problems, I finish what I start, I keep going, your actions begin matching that identity. And finally, let's answer the question from the beginning. Why does suffering exist? Maybe it's not there to break you. Maybe it's there to introduce you to the person you're capable of becoming. Because diamonds need pressure, muscles need resistance, flowers need rain, and people need challenges. Not because life is cruel, but because growth demands it. So the next time life feels heavy, don't immediately ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because flowers without rain never bloom, and a man without pain never grows. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary isn't luck. It's what they do with their suffering. So don't run from the rain. Walk through it, because on the other side, you'll meet the version of yourself you've been searching for all along. And if you want another story that'll completely change the way you think about success, click the video on your screen right now. The genius who died broke, Nikola Tesla. Because sometimes the world's greatest minds don't lose because they lack talent. They lose because they misunderstood the game. I'll see you there.